Get your reactions ready. The live portion of the show will begin in just a moment.
High fly ball down the left field line. That ball is gone. 32 Red Sox minus 108. That's drilled to left field. Is it high enough? Yes, it is. See ya. A home run. That one's drilled deep to left field. Rooker turns, looks, see ya. And the Yankees lead 5-2. The left side. Drilled deep to right field. There it goes. See ya. The second deck. Aaron Hicks. It's 7-2.
Today is Monday, May 8th, and it's the final day before the Yankees get Aaron Judge back from the injured list. Nestor Cortez was on the mound tonight, trying to get the Yankees back on track at home versus the A's. My recap and your reactions coming up next. This is NYY Recaps.
Welcome to Yankee Stadium.
Just when they thought I was out, they pull me back in.
Hey everybody, a quick word from today's sponsor. Before we dive into today's episode, let me tell you about Future Fitness. Imagine for a moment having a personal trainer right in your living room. That's exactly what Future offers. When you sign up, you'll have a video call with your trainer who will design a unique fitness plan just for you. Whether you prefer body weight workouts at home or going to the gym, Future's trainers are equipment agnostic and will adapt to your plan accordingly. With voice prompts, video check-ins, and in-app messaging, it'll feel like your trainer is always by your side. They'll help you achieve your fitness goals and keep you on track, even if you need to switch things up once in a while. Future's trainers have worked with everyone from professional athletes to busy professionals, so they know how to meet you where you're at. Use the link in my description and get your first month for just $19. Don't miss this opportunity to transform your fitness journey. All right. I'm about fitness. About fitting this old donut in my mouth. How's it going, everybody? Yankees won a game today. Look, I know it shouldn't be a shock that they beat the A's, but at least we will not be swept in this series, so we have that to be happy about. So unfortunately, though, Tampa Bay won, so the Yankees didn't gain any ground. Welcome back, everybody. Good news. Aaron Judge is going to be back tomorrow. He's going to be in the lineup tomorrow. The Yankees have now gone 4-6 without him. I suppose it could have been worse. No word yet on who they're sending down, although you have to imagine that it's going to be Oswald Peraza. He has not played in a bit. He's got that ankle injury, although, that might put you a little short in the infield. You'd have too many outfielders at that point, if you even consider Calhoun an outfielder. But there was some talk that Aaron Hicks could possibly be DFA'd when Aaron Judge came back, but I think he took care of business tonight and got a stay of execution. I'm telling you, the universe will not allow Aaron Hicks to not be on this team. It destroys anything that gets in its way. Also, we got to talk about Carlos Rodon. Apparently, John Boy said that someone within the Yankees organization told him not to be shocked if Rodon doesn't pitch this season. That got posted online, and Ashley Rodon, who's Carlos's wife, responded, and this is a direct quote from her. She said, "Bullshit." I know the words chronic back pain don't exactly sound great or inspire a lot of hope, but, don't underestimate what a cortisone shot can do. I saw many times where Jason Giambi was struggling. He was always banged up with, a wrist or a thumb or a knee, and he would get a cortisone shot and immediately break out of a slump. So I have faith in that. I've gotten cortisone shots myself a few times, and it generally does help the pain pretty quickly. So he's still got to go through the entire progression of spring training because he's been shut down for so long. But look, any news that he could be coming back is positive news. And Samantha says he's a loser if he doesn't play. Yeah, I think so. But I think he will play. So the Yankees came out of the gate very aggressive tonight. Volpe swung at the first pitch, hit it to the warning track. Same thing for Gleyber Torres. Ramon Laureano, who's been talked about as a possible trade target, caught it and crashed into the wall and had to leave the game, which means the Yankees' injury hex is extending to players they could acquire. They don't even wait for them to get traded to the Yankees anymore. After that, the offenses went quiet. IKF was outstanding at third base tonight. You see why he won a Gold Glove over there. In the bottom of the fifth, Harrison Bader, stay hot. He smoked a line drive into Death Valley, and I love that he was running hard out of the box. He was thinking 3 on contact, and he ended up with his second triple in as many games. Fantastic job for Harrison Bader. 2 batters later, Oswaldo Cabrera.
Oh!
2-run shot. Second home run of the season. Both have come right-handed, which is interesting because last year all of his power was left-handed. He hit 6 home runs. They were all left-handed. He did hit one right-handed off the wall, but opposite field. But we've seen him pull a home run right-handed for the first time in his career. Obviously, he's been struggling, but he had a good day yesterday, had a good day today. I feel like he might be getting his confidence back a little bit, which is something that's good to see. He knows that he's on the chopping block to get sent down too, although I think his defense warrants a position on the team. Cortez came out in the 6th after throwing 5 pretty good innings, and he looked completely out of gas. The velocity had been 93, 94 early in the game. By the 6th inning, it was about 88. So that's a sign that he was definitely out of energy. He loaded the bases with nobody out, came out of the game. 2 runs, ended up scoring. So he does not get a victory. But look, he was coming back from strep throat. And I don't know if you guys have ever had strep throat. I've had strep throat. A lot of times you can be better and it's a week later and you still don't have the energy. You know, I would get strep throat. I've had it twice now. And you go to the gym like a week later after you're feeling better and all your numbers are down and you just feel like you run out of gas quickly. And I think that's what happened tonight. Although it is curious that Aaron Boone kind of got in his face in the dugout. We obviously couldn't tell what was being said. We might find out on the postgame. They might decide to keep it in clubhouse, but he was definitely saying something to Cortez, and you don't see Boone do that. He's usually not very animated. So if Cortez was hurt and Booney was all over him about that, that's not a good thing. You don't want him pitching hurt. I would side with Booney on that one. But I don't think he's hurt. I think he's just tired. Yankees did respond immediately. Gleyber Torres.
There it goes. That ball is high. It is far. It is gone.
As is customary lately, solo shot, but that would change. Line drive to left field. I feel like he doesn't hit a lot of home runs to left field anymore. He usually goes over the short porch at Yankee Stadium. Feels like most of his home runs are opposite field shots now, which I'm not complaining about. I like when he goes to right field. But that was a bullet to left. Rizzo followed up with a bloop single to left field, and then, hey, Mr. DJ!
There it goes. That ball is high. It is
Again.
far. It is gone.
Baba Boo.
2-run shot. That put the Yankees up by 3. DJ almost put that one in the bleachers. That was his 4th home run of the season. Marinaccio ran into some trouble in the 7th. He got pulled from the game. Ian Hamilton came in and did a fantastic job to work out of the jam. He's got so much guts, and you love the slider on that guy. I'm not down with calling it a sweeper yet. I can't get over that hump. I keep calling it a slider. Bottom 7, Aaron Hicks with Jose Trevino on first base. Do you believe in miracles? Yes! First home run since September 23rd. Obviously his first home run of the season. Hell has indeed frozen over. You guys might be familiar with the player-specific reels that we have. I'm not sure why my highlights aren't showing up. This must be yesterday's highlights. Oh, shoot. I'm blaming that one on myself. I didn't even realize it. I'll update that real quick. But anyway, Yankees hang on to win 7-2 Indeed. We haven't won so much lately, so I haven't had a chance to play this noise. I'm going to fix the highlights for you. All right, so what happened was I forgot to upload my highlight reel. So I'm going to go ahead and fix that and get it on the board. You already saw the Aaron Hicks highlights. You already saw the Gleyber Torres, the DJ LeMahieu highlights as part of the opener. So this will take a couple minutes to get uploaded, but then we will be ready to rock and roll. So rarely do we win that it just threw me off my entire game. Just threw me completely off tonight. Andrew says, still feel like this game should have been 30-0. All right, while we're waiting for the highlights, we might as well give out the belt. A lot of candidates tonight, obviously. Cabrera had a good night. Torres had a good night. LeMahieu. But one man stands above the rest, Mr. Aaron Hicks.
Let's go. Belt winner.
All right, so we are going to publish the highlights right now. And hopefully, okay, they look like they should be ready to go. Pretty quick. And hang on just a second. Technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen, technical difficulties. Let's see if this worked. Nope, it's not working. So we're having technical. I'm not sure why it's happening. I'm probably saving them in the wrong spot. I'm not sure. So we'll figure it out. For now, we will go to the box score. Oh, well. Oh, I see what happened. Never mind. I can get it up. Sorry. That's going in the out of context reel. I can get it up. Shout out to Frankie Baseball. All right, so we'll give it another minute, but we will put on the box score here. All right, as you can see, Volpe, another tough night. 0 for 4, couple of strikeouts. And look, I gave Aaron Hicks the belt tonight. I see a question, why do we give Hicks the belt? Look, he might not get another one all year, so I wanted to take advantage of the opportunity. Rizzo, couple of hits. Torres, couple of hits. Rizzo almost back up to 300, hitting 292. Torres finally back up to 250. Bader had another good night with a triple. IKF, tough night, 0 for 4, hitting 191. Cabrera, 1 for 4. Trevino, 1 for 4. And Hicks, 1 for 3 with a couple of ribbies. Now hitting 153. Might have just done enough, just in the nick of time to stay on the roster. Cortez does not get the win. Does not do a lot for his ERA, but he was okay tonight. 5 innings, 2 earned runs, 4 strikeouts, 4.74 ERA. Marinaccio and Hamilton, look at those ERAs, 1.65 and 1.35 respectively. They are having great years. Great years. You know, Hamilton, I think he's going to get a lot more opportunities to close. Tonight, he was the highest leverage guy, and we know that Boone considers, not just the traditional role of the guy who comes in the 9th inning, but he really likes to go to his closer in the highest leverage, spot. Senior Nerd says, is Aaron Boone running your show tonight? Appreciate it. Look, technical difficulties happen. So I've got a folder that I save my highlights in, and they're supposed to update automatically. It's gotten to the point where I've done it every night, so it doesn't ever change. And tonight they were not showing up because I saved them to a different folder. So I'm going to close that down, and hopefully they'll be up in just a second. Take a couple of comments. Mr. Potato says, I will say nobody pimps a home run like Hicks. Total savage when he knows it's gone. Yeah, it's a shame he doesn't get to do it more often. Douglas Rouse says he's thinking that Calhoun might be going back down for Judge. I could see that. With Judge coming back, I don't know. Well, let me think about it this way. Do you want to get rid of one of the only lefties that's done any damage? You're at home against the A's. You might want to use him over the next couple of days. If he actually can do some damage. I mean, he hasn't done much. He got a couple of long balls. Let's see if the highlights are back up now. Hang on just a second. Bump, 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 bump. This should do the trick. Boom, there we go. Oakland A's.
Bing.
Mike Bragg says Hamilton has balls of steel. I agree. Andrew Calabria says, I hear the Rays and the Yankees both use statistics to win games. Apparently the Rays are just better at it. Rays are very good at the analytics. I'll give them that. Eric says, yes on Volpe down to end, but not ninth. Maybe like 7th, 8th in the lineup. Is that what he's thinking? Move him down the order? You know, it'll be interesting to see if they swap that. He's 0 for, I think, 12 now, but he has hit the ball hard. And the Yankees do like to reward guys for hitting the ball hard. But you're right. He is slumping. 200 batting average right now, roughly. Let's see. Somebody says, Aaron hits. I like that. Bernie Cerrito says, bravo. Yeah, I came through in the ninth here with the getting the actual highlights on. Tommy Higgs says, Hamilton seems legit. They should give him a shot at full-time closer. I agree. That would be an upgrade, in my opinion, just in terms of the gusto that he provides. Kevin Beery says Peraza's going down. I don't know if that's been confirmed. Sometimes after a game, they will make the roster announcement. I'm going to pull up Twitter right now. We're going to see if there's anything that's been said. So the Yankees have not tweeted anything other than highlights from the game. But don't be shocked if tonight they announce that Peraza's going down. Raleigh says Ian 2023. And then Casey Anderson says it's the A's. Hicks should go. Come on now. Well, I mean, we're not arguing that that Hicks should stay, but you know, the fact that he did pick up a double against the Rays and tonight he hits the home run. Look, he might have just done enough to convince the Yankees. I hate to say it. But hey, at least we got the highlights back up, and my night wasn't totally screwed by technical errors. Derek Musciano says, bat Judge leadoff and put Volpe on the ninth hole so that the lineup turns over perfectly. The problem with Judge batting leadoff is, and he hit well in the leadoff spot, is that if he goes deep in the first inning, it's always a solo shot. I really want him to have somebody on base when he comes up. I'm okay with the number 2 hole. I always thought Jeter got a lot of opportunities in the number 2 hole. A-Rod hit number 2 for a while in some of his best years, both Seattle and Texas. You know, the 2 spot gets a lot of opportunities, and I want those opportunities going to Aaron Judge. Am I opposed to the number 3 hole? No, but I don't want to hit Judge cleanup because I want him to be guaranteed to get an at-bat in the first inning. Brett Deutsch says, Hamilton throws strikes, 2 elite pitches, no emotion, just what you need. That is correct. Elliot Johnson says, Oakland Athletics. There was a former Major League Baseball player named Elliot Johnson, played for the Kansas City Royals the year they went to the World Series. I don't know if he was on the team that won it, but I pitched against him in my semi-pro league a couple of years ago, and I got him out with a cutter. I threw it inside, got him, I jammed him. And this was like the year after he played in the World Series. And I threw a cutter, and I got him out. And that was the last time I ever pitched in a game. In my arm, like I threw everything like that I had left in the tank to try and get that at bat. So, Samantha says, Peraza spending some quality time with Secretariat. I do think it's interesting that the Yankees are so into horses and all that. George Steinbrenner was a big horse owner. I think one year one of his horses was actually in the Kentucky Derby. Cowboy Picayune says, bat Bader leadoff, put Volpe ninth until he gets his swing and miss show together. He is swinging and missing a lot. You know, I do think that he's a bit overmatched. We talked about it yesterday on the Designated Spitters podcast. He's got no shot at high fastballs right now. And he doesn't seem quite strong enough to drive the ball out of the ballpark on a regular basis. He hits a lot of balls to the warning track. Couple of years, he's going to be extremely strong, and he's going to turn a lot of those into home runs. What he needs to focus on right now is hitting line drives. Lay off the high pitch, zone in on something that you can drive up the middle or to right field, and just focus on, getting base hits, getting on base, making runs happen with your legs. That's the player we need right now. Nicholas says, Hicks, lead off.
What?
Let's see. Casey says, 3 years in your channel, Hicks should go. Keep it 100. I'm not a Hicks fan, and I'm certainly not advocating for Hicks. I want Hicks to go. I don't care if he hit 3 home runs tonight. I still would have said DFA him. I'm just saying what the Yankees are going to do. They're going to use this as an excuse to not let him go. Trevor Kest says LeMahieu is cooking. Been hitting the ball hard. Been hitting the ball very hard. Yoki Board says Las Vegas A's winning the 2027 World Series. When they go out to Vegas, I am definitely going to take this show on the road and do a series from Vegas where we get like a studio set up in the hotel, overlooking the strip. And then we go live maybe like an hour after the game or something like that, or maybe even go before the game and go watch the game. I mean, that's going to be awesome. I can't wait. I love Las Vegas. I spent 40 days in Vegas one year, and I'm not much of a gambler. I do like to play roulette, but I'm not somebody who bets big because I don't want to lose big. And I know that like they can keep the doors on the casino wide open, even though it's 115 degrees outside and the air conditioning is blasting for a reason, because people just give them money. But I do like to just kind of like walk around the casinos and look at all the games. I like all the sounds and buzzers. I like to walk up and down the strip. There's like the Bellagio fountains, and then they got that, there's like this volcano, I think. It's a Treasure Island. I actually went to the place where they filmed that Pawn Stars show, and you'd be surprised how small it is. But they had some pretty cool baseball memorabilia. They had some Willie Mays and Mickey Mantle autographed jerseys. They had some baseball cards that were like $50,000, $60,000 price tags. I don't think they had a Mantle rookie, but I do believe they had a Ken Griffey Jr. rookie, like one of the really expensive ones. But that show, it's shot from such an angle that it looks like it's a big store, but it's actually really small. Like, you got one little section of stuff that you can buy and look at and browse, and then the whole back of the show is just like Chumlee t-shirts. Clark Schmidt pitching tomorrow. Mike Bragg excited about it. Alex Valerio says Kentucky Derby is this week. I thought it just happened. Didn't it just happen like this weekend? Did I switch universes again? I mean, Aaron Hicks hit a home run. I must have switched universes again. Fried Frood says we need to sweep this series. Absolutely. Fire in the Console says Volpe has too much of an uppercut in his swing. He's definitely trying to launch balls. He's definitely trying to get under baseballs. And then Douglas Rouse says, every time Hicks hits a home run, Derek messes up the highlights. It's like when an angel gets his wings. I think this is only the second time this year that we've messed up the highlights. So, 20... how many games have we played? Like 38? So I'm like 35 for 37 or 38, something like that. I'll take it. Hey, if I was a doctor and I was operating on people and I only killed 2 out of 38 people, I'd be completely fine with that. Oh! Let's see here. Dr. Hitskin says, now that you've seen Volpe, who do you think he's most like via other past ball players? Well, I don't see the Alex Bregman comparisons that everybody had. I see Dustin Pedroia. I see he's got a long swing. He gets the hands far away from his body, and he takes a big cut, so it looks like a long swing, but he does have bat speed. He's going to strike out a lot until he shortens up his stroke a little bit. But he reminds me a lot of Dustin Pedroia. Pedroia was an MVP, but he was a second baseman. I think body type, they're very similar. I think Volpe's faster. Volpe's a better base runner in general. And Volpe's a good shortstop. So I don't see Jeter comparisons at all. But to me, he looks a lot like Pedroia. Chiefs Kingdom says, any updates on Stanton? I think we're going to see him in early June, but they haven't said much lately about him. And this game stinky says, Hicks finally hit a home run. Welcome to the chat. Elliot says, drop the Aaron Hicks highlight tape. Yeah, maybe tomorrow. But we do have one highlight from him in this reel. All right, guys, I'm going to show you one thing. I talked about this on my, it was a voicemail show that we did earlier today. I've got another channel. Back in February, I started a business, and it's called STREAMSKI Media. And the point is to put out podcasts and videos and just general interest kind of stuff. And I'm trying to build up, as a content creator, you want to have multiple channels, multiple revenue streams. And so I'm creating this channel where I'm trying to build up interest in AI stuff, paranormal stuff, and a lot of things that just interest me. So I'm going to show you this channel real quick. I released this video yesterday. It's called Sightings. It is a alien and UFO documentary. It's about 38 minutes long. And it's just kind of it's a really spooky kind of feeling documentary that you can watch, if you want to scare the hell out of your little kids or whatever. And I put it together because I feel like the alien stuff recently, in recent years, has been so boring. And I wanted to give it that unsolved mysteries kind of vibe. So there actually used to be a show called Sightings back in the day. And I kind of named it after that. But I really wish you guys would go check it out. It's doing pretty well so far for this new channel. It's got 1,000 views already, but we're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and we need to build up some watch time to get this channel going. So give this documentary a watch. If you enjoy it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It costs you nothing. It'll be a big help to me. And otherwise, I will see you after tomorrow's game. Sorry for the technical difficulties and that it took me about a half an hour to figure out that it was happening. I will see you tomorrow.
Hey everybody, if you've made it this far, we thank you. If you'd like to support NYY Recaps, please like and subscribe or pay a visit to our Shopify store for some great Yankees merch. Yes. If you're watching on YouTube, the link is in the description. But if you're listening to the audio version of this podcast, just visit NYYRecaps.shop. If you really want to support NYY Recaps and help keep the show going year after year, join up as a member. It's $5, and members get their names up in lights during each post-game show. We're also on all podcast platforms, Instagram, and Twitch this year. So give us a follow if you use any of those platforms. We're expanding, and we have you to thank for making this such a great community. We'll see you next time.
It is your destiny.
Case closed.
Ball game over.
Most impressive.